before we get started discussing our normal stuff, I just wanted to take a moment and share with you something that I heard this morning that I thought was really interesting. I'm sure it'll be all over Facebook and other social media later on today, but Matt Lauer of NBC was fired due to an allegation of sexual harassment, and that's one of many that's coming out right now. I didn't hear if it was confirmed that he actually did what he was accused of or not, but he was fired, and so that will be a very interesting transition for NBC. He's been a part of that network for as long as I can remember, and I'm sure longer than that too. But my real question is, who's going to co-host the Macy's Day Parade next Thanksgiving? Now, yesterday I said that I was going to start a new thing called 30 Days to Habit, and I said that today I would let you know what habit I was going to start for the next 30 days. And so I do have something. So the habit that I am going to start doing the habit I want to start is that I want to be in better shape. I want to start working out, and it's difficult because I haven't worked out in a while, really, truly, probably since high school, which about 6 years ago now, so that's quite a while. And it's hard to just get back into a routine, not to mention I have a pretty busy schedule. I work full-time as a teacher at a charter school in Mansfield, and I work part-time as a children's pastor in McKinney, as well as working on my master's, things like that. So time is kind of scarce. So trying to come up with time to do something like that is difficult. So what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start using an app called the 7-Minute Workout. And you can get that on the App Store. It's free. I think there might be some paid features, but it is free, the part that I'm using. And basically what it does is it reminds you each day that you need to work out, and you don't work out for 45 minutes, anything like that. The name kind of implies the way that it's set up. You work out for 7 minutes, and it has some pretty rigorous workout routines that you do for a certain period of time, then you rest for a certain period of time, then you jump back in and you start working out again. So it's really good for getting started, and I feel like it would be a great thing for me to begin. It's really great for getting started, and so I feel like it would be a great place for me to begin. I think I can find 7 minutes in my day somewhere to work out real quick. So if you want to follow along and do the same thing I'm doing, you can download it on the App Store. I actually started last night, and everything went well. It's been a little bit since I've really worked out like that, so I was pretty out of breath. But you may be wondering why I'm wanting to do this. And the truth is, after I got married, I've gained about 30 pounds. Now, that may not seem like a whole lot. Before I gained those 30 pounds, I was pretty skinny. But for me, it's just one of those things that I've been married for 2 years now, and if I've gained 30 pounds, and that means that I'm averaging 15 pounds a year. And I feel like it's something that maybe it's not that big of a deal today, but I feel like it will be a big deal if I don't get a handle on it and I don't try to get it under wraps now. So I want to try to fix that. So that is where I'm going. That's why I'm wanting to do this. Now, something that I've begun to learn about habits and the way that they form is if you don't start. Now, something I've learned about habits that I feel like, now something that I've learned about habits that I've started to live out and I really want to share with you is something that I've learned about habits that I really want to live out. Now, something that I've learned about habits that I'm trying to live out, I really want to share with you, is that you have to cross the finish line before starting the race. You know what I mean by that? I mean, you need to have in mind where you want to go. You need to visualize success. You need to figure out what You need to figure out what success looks like before you start. Otherwise, you'll just be going aimlessly through the motions. But if you have in your mind what you want, the end to look like, what you want the finish line to look like, then it'll make your day-to-day activities more intentional, more meaningful, more profound, and I believe more successful. So remember, cross the finish line before starting the race. Now for me, the finish line looks like getting back to the shape that I was in right whenever I got married. I felt like that was the best that I've ever looked, ever felt, the healthiest I've ever been. And so I want to get back to that point. If I could do that, then I believe that it would set a good foundation for going above and beyond that. So that is my goal for the next 30 days. I've got a picture of that on my phone, on my home screen, of what I kind of look like at that point in time. And that is my inspiration. That is my visual. That's what I want to get back to. So that is my finish line. I'm crossing it before I start. That way, each morning that I get up, I have that in my mind, and I'm there even before I get there.